Today on Destination Polaris, Christmas comes early as we roll out not one, not two, but 3 brand new machines.
It's the biggest launch of any Razer that we've ever had.
This product is unlike anything the industry's ever seen.
What happens in Vegas isn't staying in Vegas.
With the launch of this machine, it is Christmas in July.
Give it to Polaris to come up with a segment you didn't even know existed.
Destination Polaris starts right now.
Destination Polaris is presented by Rugged Radios, the authority in communications.
Welcome to Destination Polaris. We are in Las Vegas, and when you're in Vegas, it's all about throwing a party.
Thank you all for coming. We're excited to have you here. I've been waiting for the last 2 years for this night to show you guys the new Razer.
We've all heard the saying, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. But what happens at Speed Vegas won't be kept a secret.
This is the first of a new generation, a new platform. You get the acceleration of the RS1, you get that high roll center that the RS1 has, and then you get the speed of the Turbo S, and you get more comfort, better fit and finish.
Racers, editors, and influencers from all over the country have come to Speed Vegas to get the first look at a brand new Razer.
So today we're here to launch the Razer Pro XP. This vehicle is the biggest thing, the baddest machine we've ever had. It's the most versatile machine we've ever had. This machine is 181 horsepower, 64-inch machine. Drives like a 72. It's really impressive how it handles in the sand, as well as can take on any rock, any desert terrain, any trail.
It's a new platform centered around the driver.
We started with the chassis and positioned the seat and the steering wheel to figure out what was the perfect driving position. With a fully telescopic steering wheel, easy slide seats, the position is really designed for any type of body type, for any type of driver. With a 96-inch wheelbase, this machine actually performs like a big car, but is actually more agile than the RS1, with tighter turn radius, harder cut angle, and faster steering.
Specs are great, but let's ride.
It's a Saturday morning in Vegas. It's not hot yet, so that's great.
Dozens of racers and off-road editors get the first crack behind the wheel.
It looks like it's doing 100 miles an hour sitting still.
You know, I know we've upgraded some power. The suspension looks pretty upgraded.
Racers Brandon Sims and Justin Lambert often battle on the track. There's no race today, but that won't stop them from a little competition.
Well, we tried to run up to that first one too, but we got beat to it, so Lambert was a little quick on his feet apparently. He's always like that.
I don't know these other people, so I don't really feel like getting their dust.
While those two battle for pole position, UTV Guide's John Crowley wants to get a feel inside the machine.
For me, the huge deal for this is comfort inside the cab. All that 6 inches of stretched wheelbase, I think it all went inside the cab, and for me, I'm 6'1", that makes a huge difference.
And then there's Matlock Racing, Wayne and Kristen. Wayne, you know who's driving first, right?
No, you drive first. Yeah, I want you to drive first, please. Sometimes you gotta make good decisions. You gotta pick your fight.
Smart move, Wayne. Now, let's all load up and head out. Still to come, we're gonna do some more riding and we're gonna head back down the road to Speed Vegas where we're gonna amp things up. You're watching Destination Polaris. Welcome back to Destination Polaris. We're in Las Vegas for the launch of the brand new Razer Pro XP.
It's the biggest launch we've ever had in the history of any Polaris off-road vehicles.
Off-road experts from all over the country are here for test rides, including David Upton of Razer Life.
Who are you talking about?
You, David. The man from the South has teamed up and will ride with UTV Guide's John Crowley.
We're gonna let Uptane drive first, and that's a huge concern. Most of it is, he's from the South, so, you know.
I heard a little bit, but, you know, nobody really listens to John Crowley anyway.
Two friends and a new ride. This should be fun. After an 18-mile, hour-and-a-half loop, Crowley, Upton, and the rest of the riders return to base camp. So guys, what'd you think?
Power on this model versus the previous models definitely have more power.
Steering wheel is awesome. We're all used to the tilt, but this has telescoping as well, which makes it really nice to get it exactly the way you like it.
We had a fast pace out there, which was super fun. So we actually got to push the machine to a, you know, pretty good limit. We got to check out the suspension, speed, power, you know, everything that the package has, and we got to utilize it all. So it was actually really fun.
They must have changed the turning points in it because this thing, it turns on a dime.
Hands down, the most comfortable UTV I've ever been in. It's super, super comfortable.
It's amazing. It's a whole different unit for sure.
Leagues beyond what we've seen on a Razer before.
First seat, brand new machine. I get to go beat on it and I don't have to repair it or work on it. That's perfect.
It was a lot of fun. Yeah, it was actually, I would say, better than I anticipated.
For racer Kristen Matlock, the desert offered one experience, but a few miles down the road at Speed Vegas,
Is this right, guys?
Kristen climbed in the car on the passenger side for a ride along with a professional driver on their short course.
It's kind of weird being on this side of the car, though. Okay. So much fun. I didn't tell him to go easy. I wanted to see what he had. He's got it. It's fun.
And while Kristen hit the dirt,
You want to do the supercars? We'll start a briefing in about 5 minutes.
Ferrari, I got lucky.
her husband Wayne hit the track. We're at Speed Vegas after all. Why not take the Ferrari out for a spin to end the day? Welcome to Destination Polaris. We are just outside of Vegas in the Mojave Desert, where today we get to test out not one, but two brand new machines.
Welcome to Vegas. Super excited to show you a couple of vehicles here that we have today.
We're here at 01, just outside of Las Vegas, Nevada, for the launch of our all-new Sportsman XP1000S and all-new Scrambler XP1000S. These two machines are the industry's first 55-inch wide ATVs.
For years, 50-inch ATVs were the standard. No exceptions. The rules have changed.
What really is driving the 55-inch width is long travel suspension. It really is a completely new riding experience for ATVs.
And to really put them to the test, what better place to test these machines than the Mojave Desert?
This is awesome terrain to do that. We can really get people out and pushing the machines and understanding what the true capability is.
Just from the little tidbits that they gave us, I think this is going to be a pretty wild ride.
Before we cut loose, let's break down the Sportsman.
This is the industry's first 55-inch wide long travel ATV. What that means is it's got a 55-inch wide stance, which is actually 7 inches wider than a traditional ATV. This thing's got 11.5 inches of suspension travel in the front and 14 inches of suspension travel in the back. Big suspension numbers by themselves don't necessarily mean a whole lot unless the shocks are up to the task. So these are 2.0 aluminum body Walker Evans reservoir shocks with 16 click compression adjust. you got to haul a lot of stuff, you want to go camping, or you got work to do, it's got industry-leading capacity and industry-leading towing. This here is the all-new Scrambler XP 1000S.
It's been 5 years since the Scrambler got a facelift, and this one comes with an aggressive look.
With the 55-inch wide stance and then kind of the really, really trimmed-in Scrambler bodywork, it really does have a unique look to it. And when you're riding it, it feels like you're riding something cool. For the guy that wants to go as fast as he possibly can, these shocks are going to get him there.
Polaris guys can rattle off all the numbers they want, but we want to hear from the industry riders themselves.
Makes it easy to drive fast on really bad trail.
Honestly, it's super comfy, it's super easy to ride, and I really like it.
Power's great. This thing really gets going.
What a great lineup of rides, but the party isn't over. Coming up next, we celebrate 65 years of innovation, a true American success story. You're watching Destination Polaris. Welcome back to Destination Polaris. This year, Polaris celebrated their 65th anniversary, and what a party it's been.
Oh, it's been tremendously exciting.
CEO Scott Wine says innovation is at the forefront of their power sports industry.
It's innovation not just in products, but what we enable our customers to do. Polaris Adventures is a great example of a new innovation where we create a platform for people to go many places around the United States and North America to ride our product.
Products like the all-new Razer and Sportsman.
So next year, we really got a great new lineup coming, but it's the innovation we're bringing, the technology that we're inserting into our vehicles, the refinement we're getting with our strategic sourcing to bring better value to our customers as well.
Polaris launched the first Razer 10 years ago, and throughout the decades, they've created new platforms in the power sports industry. But it all started in a small garage in northern Minnesota way back in 1954. Edgar Hattin, his brother Alan, and David Johnson built the first Polaris snow machine in Roseau, Minnesota.
They had this idea. They wanted to solve a problem of stop snowshoeing up to Lake of the Woods, and they came up with a snowmobile.
The brothers and David created a machine to get them where they wanted to go.
Snow travelers are used for everything from ice fishing to packing in supplies for a polar expedition.
But it also laid Polaris's foundation. Rugged innovation combined with spirit and drive that's never left the company.
In many ways, it's an honor to be able to recognize what's been accomplished since David, Alan, and Edgar started the company. You know, we have a bit of a responsibility to take this forward. When you realize that 65 years, we're in the Fortune 500, you know, we're industry leading in so many of our partners, it's really, really fun.
65 years later, Polaris remains a fixture in Roseau.
Welcome to Roseau, the birthplace of Polaris.
Roseau, Minnesota, 10 miles from the Canadian border, population around 2,600 people.
It's here they build ATVs, snowmobiles, and military side-by-sides. Sometimes it feels like the entire town works for Polaris.
Oh, I've been going on about 27 years here at Polaris, yep.
I can't say enough about the place. It's been a lot of fun.
Spend time with any Polaris employee, and you know how proud they are to be an American company with Minnesota roots.
It means a lot to me to be a part of this organization. It's a company that invests in its employees, and it only wants the best for everyone involved.
While Polaris started in Roseau, in the last decade, the company has expanded across the U.S. and beyond.
When I joined the company, we had 3 factories, and now we've got 14 factories in the United States. I mean, we've got thousands of employees outside of the United States, and they're really tremendously important to what we do. But being an American company is something we'll always be proud of.
Still on the gas for 65 years and counting.
We're trying to always find something better. I think it permeates our country and our company. We're proud to represent that as a really proud American company.